This is my first vlog ever, so be a little patient with me if I get kind of messed up around the edges because I'm not, accustomed to doing this. Um, First off, I'm happily married at the time. I have two boys. My oldest is almost 4 years old, and I have a little baby, which is 9 months. I've always been very, very skinny. I'm quite tall, actually. And after my first pregnancy, I gained a lot of weight. Afterwards, it was very hard to go back down to my goal weight. I never really reached it again, never got my body back. I've always liked exercise, mostly I've liked sports, but with age, with work, with family, with your kids, it comes in between a lot of things, and well, doing exercise isn't on the top priority at some point. As I was saying, I never got back to my goal weight, which I really want to get now, this time around, because we're not planning on having any more kids. That was one of the problems I had, really, because I knew I was going to have a second child. We were planning it, we were hoping for it, so I never really. I just thought that I didn't have to go all the way down because I was going to gain all the way back pretty soon, which was more or less what ended up happening. I ended up, after my baby was born, the youngest one, I ended up with almost 40 pounds overweight. It's not that terrible. It's doable, but, well, as I told you a little while ago, with everyday life just getting in our ways, with much more responsibilities than before when I was single, it's kind of harder to get there. So, a few months ago, I started the gym, just, on my own, doing cardio mostly, and I didn't see much improvement. I felt better, but I didn't look better. Problem areas, the waistline, it's almost non-existent. I have somewhat of a pear shape right now. And, well, when I was pregnant, I had a really strict diet for health reasons. Um, so my diet was a very low count diet, somewhat similar to what Jillian is telling us to do. Like somewhat around 1,200 calories, but the portions were very, very small. So the change to this new diet isn't that awful for me. Um, Obviously, not eating a lot of things that I love, for example, pizza and hamburgers, well, cheeseburgers actually, is kind of hard. But I'm not taking them completely out of my life. Just trying to control them a little better. Maybe for Sundays when we go out with our kids, to a shopping mall or something like that. Um, but other than that, I'm trying not to, you know, eat here and there things that I'm not supposed to. We have lunch at our homes. We're very fortunate that we live fairly close to our works, to our jobs and our offices. So we have that advantage. We do come home to have lunch. So that part we can control very easily. Um, we have breakfast at home also. I do not leave my home without breakfast. I don't let my toddler go to school, to preschool, without his breakfast either. And my husband doesn't leave for work without his breakfast. So we all, we eat pretty well. But there are some things that we have to improve so that this diet plan will actually function correctly and work well for us. I started this journey on March 12th, according to my journal, and so as I was telling you, that first jumpstart metabolism, diet wasn't that awful for us. It was a little different because, well, this I haven't told you. We live in a country in South America, so there are a lot of things that by um, I don't know, by cultural background, I guess, are expected to be eaten. But well, this diet obviously does not consider that cultural background, so that was a little hard, but it's not undoable. I got in all of the workouts that she recommended for that jumpstart week, which was the AM workouts and the night cardio. I didn't do them that late at night. I did them around 5 or 6 because I do get home early. That's a big plus. I can also work from my home when it is needed, so that also helps the preparation stages of the meals, being a little bit more focused on this journey. Um, when I was about to start this plan, I had recently quit my job because our baby boy was being a little bit, I just wanted to be more time with him while he's that small before he goes into preschool and daycare and all that stuff. So I decided that I wanted to be home a little bit more, and also so that I had absolutely no excuses not to get in better shape and fitted. You know, less excuses, less excuses. Just focused on these two things: my kids and getting back in shape. Um, Also, well, I obviously keep going to the gym. I'm going every day, trying to go every day from just Monday through Friday. I do not go on weekends. On weekends, I'm with my kids. Weekends are for my husband to be able to make his workouts. He loves to ride bikes, so he goes out with his friends and rides bikes. Um, okay, so last week, I by the end of last week, which would be the week when I finished the first week of workout, I did start seeing some changes, but most of all, my friends from the gym, which I do some collective classes with, did start telling me that my body shape started to change a bit. The portion beneath, where your ribs are, they told me they looked a little tighter, a little slimmer, and I don't know how you call this part, my shoulders started to seem a little more defined. So that was fun to know that there is some sort of change. This week, the workouts have been okay. I'm only doing the AM workouts. I'm not doing the cardio at night because I have been able to get to the gym every single day. I go at noon once my toddler comes home from daycare. Um, I do go to the gym, so I am getting that extra workout in. I'm doing collective classes, as I mentioned, and um, we're really full throttle in the diet. There are some things that are hard to find here, but for the most part, they're attainable. So the first week, I lost 4 pounds. I know it doesn't sound a lot, but you have to remember I have been doing some exercise before, previous to the body revolution, so my weight loss isn't that huge. Another thing is that where in the country where we live, it's not accustomed to eat out that much. And as I told you, we do have the benefit of being able to come home to have lunch, so that is very controlled. We do eat very well. We only eat hamburgers, takeout, junk food and stuff like that on Sundays mostly. So the loss, the weight loss, I can't say it's because it's, I mean, how can I say it? Maybe some other people are losing 8, 10 pounds with this program, because their diet has been changed completely, because they do come from eating takeout a lot and junk food and greasy foods and fried foods and all that stuff a lot. So the drastic change is seen. But as I told you, for us it's not such a weird and strange and complete 360 turnaround in the way we eat. So most of all, it's been more of a calorie cut in our foods, and obviously some foods have been taken out from our diet, but most of all, it's been the workouts that I consider are being a lot, very, very effective. Um, so now that I'm started with the vlogging, I think I'm going to continue. I'm not sure if every single day I'm going to be posting, but I will be tracking my results so I am accountable for everything, so that I am focused on this journey. The truth is, by the day my small son turns 1 year old, I want to be as close to my goal weight as possible. I have to lose, well, in the start was 40 pounds right now, so we're down to 36. It's not that hard. But, well, Easter's coming around, so that's going to be hard. I hope it's not too hard. We have here, we do get Good Thursday and Good Friday off, and Saturday and Sunday, so it's a very, very long weekend. We have the kids from daycare home, so I hope I get around to doing all my workouts, get around to eating properly, eating the diet as it should be. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye.